Then in the final 15, we're celebrating the 30th annual National Capital Barbecue Battle with celebrity pitmaster Myron Mixon, the winningest man in barbecue. He's out on the Fox 5 Sky Deck, sharing a little taste of what he's got in store. That's a lot of. I'll see y'all later. Woo. We're definitely going to get our eat on this morning. I got some friends with me. I got the winningest man in barbecue, the pitmaster himself, Myron Mixon, and I also have Steve and Claire here because they heard that. So they came out here. Myron invited you guys out here. So we're talking about the 30th annual Giant National Capital Barbecue Battle that takes place this weekend. Myron, you're a champion. You've won this how many times?
I've won it 13 times since 1998. This year's a lot different. We're back on the street at Pennsylvania. And not only are we competing, we're doing a pop-up restaurant for my restaurant out of Alexandria. So there'll be a Myron Mixon Pitmaster Barbecue there. Everything you see on the table is what we'll be serving there at the pop-up.
Well, you just made my job easier. Exactly right here. But just look at the table, and if you see it here, you can get it this weekend.
And one of the things we got is our brisket up here. We're going to do a little brisket prep for you. Always make sure you get the fat off, get the silver skin off as much as you can. Silver skin will evaporate. We're going to be cooking at 300 degrees. But the thing about it is you want to get that silver skin, as much of it off, and especially the fat, because always remember, seasoning and rub does not stick.
All right, what's that? Yeah, what's that, Byron?
All that is vinegar, vegetable oil. It's neutral, doesn't have any flavor. I don't want anything like mustard. A lot of people use that on it here. But I want something neutral you don't taste. Now we got some of my hickory rub.
All right.
We're going to apply it, because hickory goes well with beef. You're looking at about a 16-pound brisket right here, and we're going to cook it in about 4 hours.
All right.
At 300. Last thing, we got some of my hickory salt. Goes on top to give it a little more flavor. Beef always needs seasoning. You want to push that in.
Now, do you do both sides, Myron, or just one? How does that work?
The only time I'll do both sides is if I were going to take burnt ends too. And to get burnt ends, you got to clean the point off. This is the point right here. We'll clean it off to do the burnt ends. But we're not doing burnt ends on the street down there.
So you're leaving the fat cap on there.
I leave the fat cap all the way on, but if you look right there, there's your point. That's where your burnt ends would come from. And if you were doing this at home, which I love burnt ends, and we do them at the restaurant, you would clean that off also.
Now, is 300, is that high for cooking something like this?
I do 300 to 325.
So
I mean, the thing about I've been doing it a long, long time. And I look at the hotter you cook beef, especially brisket, it's just like cooking a steak. You sear that juice in. It doesn't run out. Plus, I'm a 5-time world champion. Don't judge me.
I'm not going to question you. I mean, we've been through this before.
Don't judge me.
We're not. We just go by what you're saying. By the way, he was like a meat surgeon with that knife.
Yeah, I see that.
Here, prepped this earlier.
Yeah, Claire, you're amazing.
I was looking, I was going, oh my gosh. So, wait, you put the seasoning, there's a chopper flying overhead. They wanted a visual of what's going on.
They're landing out here in the street.
They wanted to know your secrets. When you put the seasoning on, do you have to let it sit, or once you put the seasoning on, then you can put it right on?
A lot of folks think that, but you think about it. Everybody's seasoning, mine, yours, or whatever, it's got salt in it. I don't put the rub on until about an hour before it goes on the smoker because salt draws moisture out.
Interesting. So
let it sit overnight. Now, right over here, we got a brisket on the smoker.
All right, so let's take a look over here then. Let's look at this.
We got one on there that's been cooking for about 5 hours. We got it. Perfect. Look at that crust on there.
Oh, I can smell it.
That's a bad
So,
boy.
Myron, I think you were saying last time, when you do the competitions, the brisket is often the star of the show, right? That's one of the ones that is the most judged and probably the most harshly judged, right?
It is, because the brisket is the hardest thing to actually cook and get right. Really and truly, I just showed y'all the point there. You really got 2 grains of meat. One's running kind of this way, one's on the opposite. It's sealed together by membrane and fat cavity there, and it's hard to get that tender. So the challenge is to get it tender.
So the battle this weekend on Pennsylvania Avenue here in Washington is for what types of meats, or is it just an overall?
The battle is going to be on Sunday. It'll be a regular barbecue contest. Brisket, pork butts, ribs, and chicken. Now on Sunday, we're doing turkey. We're doing what they call no meat. It's a category. And what's the other one we're doing on there? Oh, steak. We're also doing steak on Sunday. So we're doing both days, along with having our pop-up down there.
Gotcha. All right.
I do have to say, it is amazing. I had to dig in, right?
Yeah, of course. We all have to dig in. We're going to toss it back inside. Myron's going to explain to me how to cook chicken on a grill.
Go ahead and grab one of them drummies.
I'm going to go ahead and grab this while I go back inside.
Save some for us.
No, we're not saving anything for you. No, we're not doing that.
I want to see everybody down the street, Pennsylvania Avenue, Myron Mixon Pitmaster Barbecue pop-up. I'll be there. All this great food will be there.
What are you going to do when you win this time around? Because I'm just speaking it into existence.
Take another trophy to the trophy room.
This man has no shortage of confidence, if you haven't noticed by now. Good luck, Myron. It's always a pleasure. In the meantime, he has a restaurant, Old Town Alexandria. If you want to check it out, in the brick and mortar bar.
Nobody's getting wings except me.
Yeah.
That's right, I brought them just for you.
Myron. That's my man.
You can keep the wings. I want some ribs.
No, you didn't.
Well, I guess it's true. Food brings everybody together.
Exactly.
And it's funny how nobody's complaining about how hot it is out here anymore.
Oh, we can get over that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is amazing.
All right, Myron.
By the way.
You're trying to get championship number 14, right?
14 goes in the trophy room.
With all the other trophies.
No, it's in fact he has a trophy room.
Yeah, I think it's a trophy barn, to
Not
be
a
honest.
case, but a room.
But Myron, this one's going to be special because we all helped, took part in this.
Exactly
right.
right. Y'all will get a little bit of credit.
There we go.
Just a little
When I
bit.
stand up there, y'all will be like, very fine.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. It's great stuff, and it is a little warm out here today.
Yeah, I mean, nice barbecuing weather for the time being, but we've got showers and storms in the forecast this afternoon. In fact, the flood watch has been expanded, now includes D.C. and areas just west of 95 for later this afternoon and tonight. Could be some very heavy rain later. Fox 5 weather app, and of course, we'll be back on at 4.
Myron, where can we get more of this food? Because this clearly will not be enough.
At my restaurant over at 220 North Lee Street, Myron Mixon Pitmaster Barbecue, and on the street at Barbecue Battle, Saturday and Sunday, we got a pop-up down there, and all these recipes you see right here will be down there for y'all to try.
Oh,
It's
the
gonna
mac
be
and
great
cheese is
weather.
off the chain.
Great weather for the weekend too. Dry.
Thank you so much.
We'll take some more extra food.
Great weather as well. Katie, thank you for joining us.
See, we feed you.